Hi everyone, and welcome to another video. My name is Stu, and if you want to get some ideas on how to run your personal finances with some similar principles that successful business owners use to run their businesses successfully, then you are in the right place. In this video, I'm going to share some fundamental principles that some business owners use to run their businesses successfully in hopes that you could apply these to your own personal finances. When a business owner starts a business, they usually sell a product or a service in order to make a profit. That profit is what they use to grow and expand their business even bigger so that that business can eventually fund their own personal lifestyle. When it comes to your own personal finances, you want to apply those same business principles, but do it on a much smaller scale. Now let's get into some of the details of some of those principles. Principle number 1, generate an income stream or multiple income streams. Now that income stream that you generate, that could be income that you get from your job today. It could be rental income, it could be portfolio income, or any kind of side hustle that you're currently using to make money today. Now, I made a video previously on how to generate multiple revenue streams, and I'll add that at the end of this video. The income that you generate, that's going to be similar to the income that a business normally generates in order to function successfully. Principle number 2, managing your expenses, or as they say in the business world, slashing operating costs. This is just a fancy way of saying you need to go on a budget. I also did a video which gives some tips on how to create a budget, which I'll also add at the end of this video. Now, in the business world, a business owner is always looking at their expenses and trying to find creative ways to reduce those expenses. Now, by reducing your expenses, you increase the amount of revenue that you have to operate your business or your personal finances. Some of those principles or some of those expenses that you could look at is possibly your cable bill, or maybe even switching to an internet and cable provider that offers you a lower rate. Another thing that may look small, but it all adds up in the end, is also looking at appliances and other electronics and unplugging them when you're currently not using them. You can also look at limiting impulse expenses and buying the latest of whatever is on the market right now. Another principle that successful business owners use is paying their employees first before they pay any other bill. If you don't pay your employees, then eventually they will leave and you won't have that valuable resource to do the work. In the case of your personal finances, you're going to treat yourself as if you are an employee. And by doing that, you're going to pay yourself first whenever you get any kind of revenue or income. So for example, if you get money from your job or if you get money from your other revenue streams, what you're going to do is try to get into the habit of paying yourself first before you pay any other bill. Now, when I say pay yourself first, let's be realistic here now, because you want to make sure that at the end of the day, you still have enough money left over to cover all of your expenses. Maybe you can start by paying yourself 10% of whatever it is that you make. Now, if 10% is not enough, you can always add more and pay yourself more. But if 10% is too much, then you can always adjust and lower that amount. The point is to find a consistent amount or percentage-wise and pay yourself that amount every single time you get paid and put in that money into an online savings account. Another principle is growing your revenues. So far we've talked about reducing your expenses and growing your revenue. When you grow your revenue and you reduce your expenses to the point where your expenses are lower than your revenue, you will have what is called a profit. You can grow that profit by investing into other revenue generating ideas such as the stock market, maybe real estate, or other alternative investments. If you need some tips on how to choose some of these other investments, you can also check out some of my other videos. Once you set these principles in motion, then you can automate the process and continue to find more effective ways to make the process run more efficiently. You should always be thinking long term and trying to envision what your finances would look like if you ran it like a business. These are just some principles that you can use in order to operate your personal finances like a business. Hopefully you can use these principles to help you make smarter decisions as it pertains to your own personal finances. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the content that I shared, please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, or even share it with somebody that you believe will benefit from this information. Hopefully you'll join us for the next video.